Okay, 1 Corinthians 4, 8 and 9.
1 Corinthians 8, 4 and 9.
Now we are full. Now ye are full. Now ye are rich. Satisfied. All are you all so soon satisfied? Are you so soon rich? That's the 20th century New Testament. Moffat reads it like this: You Corinthians have your heart's desire already. Have you? You have heaven's riches blissed already.
So what Paul's fussing at for them is they promised to give this offering for the church in Jerusalem, and they're keeping their money. And Paul's stating, you already got your fill, but you're wanting to keep this? Is it really godly for you to go back on your promise so you have more? Paul would have understood if, okay, they're poor now. They can't offer to Israel, the church in Jerusalem. But that wasn't the case.
They were giving to these false teachers and giving into their listening of them and saying, you don't need to give it to Jerusalem.
Well, you already made a commitment. And Paul's fussing at them for going back on their word.
Okay. Ye have reigned as kings without us. Ascended as king. Ascended your thrones, Williams says. Taken possession of your kingdom.
So they're setting themselves up as high, mighty. You know, the fact is we're to be humble, and the Lord's going to lift us up. The fact is they were seeing their pride. These teachers were making them feel good about themselves rather than look to Christ to feel good. They're saying, well, we got something special in us. You're made special only by Christ and what He did for you. Just follow Him.
Use discernment in Him. Okay. Verse 9. For I think that God hath set forth us the apostles last. God has exhibited, this is good speed. God has exhibited us apostles at the very end of the procession.
So what he's saying is now all this stuff's coming about, God lets us be here. You know, you're putting us last. You take care of this, you take care of that, and then you tithe kind of attitude. Your tithe don't come off the top. It ain't first fruits. Give what's left over, and guess what? It's all gone. You're lifted up as a king, and nothing's left to give glory back to God.
Top things what Paul pointing out. As it were appointed to death, criminals condemned to die, doomed gladiators in the arena. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Living Bible says it this way: but on display at the end of the victor's parade, to be stared at by men and angels alike. Another translation: to be gazed at in a theater by the whole world, both men and angels.
So they were kind of being made mockery, made ridicule. These false teachers were shining the light on them and then making fun of them. Paul would go in, teach the Corinthians, teach certain churches, and then these false teachers would go in Corinth and ridicule everything Paul just said. Make him a mockery.
And that's what he's addressing here.
You know, when we live for Christ, we may have people make mockery out of us. We may have churches that we have to be like, hey, what's the Bible say about this? And why are you following somebody who don't teach it? But that shouldn't shake our call. It didn't shake Paul's call. He felt bad because he cared about the church, the Corinthians. And we will feel bad because we care about the people. But it should never shake us to where we don't.